Point number 2, I want to talk about the fine line of winning. And what I'm showing here is this year's Australian Grand Prix that was won by Max Verstappen. This year he's a 4-time world champion, beating out Lewis Hamilton, a name that just about everybody knows. Even if you don't follow Formula One, he's become a real celebrity in all other kinds of areas. But 7 times world driving champion. So, I mean, we're talking about really the upper class. In the Australian Grand Prix, 2 hours, 32 minutes, 38 and a half seconds for Lewis Hamilton. Max Verstappen, 2 hours, 32 minutes, 38.4 seconds to win. 0.2 seconds in 2.5 hours of racing, which is 0.003% difference. That's how close these guys were. And another point to make here is coming in 5th, and I think he was, like 17 seconds back, was Sergio Perez, who also drives for Red Bull, as does Max Verstappen, which means they had the exact same vehicles set up the exact same way by the exact same teams, and the difference was 17 seconds, almost 18 seconds, and he came in 5th place. Now, you don't have to feel too badly for Lewis. His salary in 2023 was $35 million from Mercedes, but you can feel better for Max. His salary was $55 million from Red Bull. So big difference on really minor improvements. Another thing I want to point out is in a highly professional, highly competitive, high payoff environment, Formula One maybe is the extreme, but I've got another example here of PGA golf, before we get into all the thing about live golf and all the rest of it. 2023, Scottie Scheffler was the top scoring moneymaker, and his average score across all tournaments in 2023 was 68.3 strokes. Jon Rahm, a name a lot of folks know, he's done very well in the PGA, 68.8 strokes. Okay. 2023, Jon Rahm earned $16.5 million. Scottie Scheffler earned $21 million. Now, the whole point of this is, again, in a highly professional, highly competitive, high payoff environment, it's not gross distinctions or big differences. It's really you're down to the very, very short strokes, the details that make the difference. And here, that half stroke difference is worth $4.5 million. So 68.8 is worth $16.5 million. That half stroke is worth $4.5 million. So, I think we don't get that. We certainly don't get those kind of paydays in sales necessarily, but really focusing on, are we doing everything we can to be professional, competitive, process-oriented, and so on? I think it's, these examples really kind of are very telling.